Hey guys, Omerko here, a self-taught web developer. Through this video we will work with the list component from Angular material. As you can see on my screen, I will show you how you can use a simple list component and also combine that list component with other elements and components from Angular material. Before we start with this tutorial, make sure to visit my official website, omerko.com, and there make sure to sign up for a newsletter, so that way you will get these amazing deals for my Udemy courses. Also on my website you will find all of my tutorials and also all of my courses that I have on Udemy and also on SKILLSHARE. Now let's start this tutorial. As usual with all other Angular material components, we generated a specific component from Angular to use that one. So here we will do the same for this list component. To do that, I will use a command of ng, g for generate, c for component, and I will generate my list component in components/list. Once the component is generated, we can use it in our app.component.html file. First of all, I will hide this input component from the last video. If you wish to watch that video, you will have a link down in the description of this one. And after this input, I will set the comment for a list. I will use my app list component that we just generated. And also I will set ending comment, which is end of list. For our list component, we don't need to import a specific module from Angular material, because here in my app.module.ts file, you can already see this mat list module. We already imported that one. We imported this list module in bottom sheet video, where we worked with bottom sheet component from Angular material. So if you wish to watch that video as well, you will have a link down in the description of this one. So by that we can immediately start working on our markup. So I will go into components, into my list, and open up list.html file. So here, let's first of all create a simple example. I will create the div, so I could use a style property on this div. The style itself will be, well, I will use width to 500 pixel, and margin will be 50 pixels auto. And now inside we will create our list. To create the list from Angular material, we need to use mat list element. Inside of our mat list element, we will be able to use elements like mat list item. So you can see here that we are not using unordered or ordered list from HTML, and we are not using those simple elements like list items that we can use in HTML, but these are elements specific to Angular material. And here inside of this list item element from Angular material, I can pass my first, item, so that will be Mercedes. And after that I will grab the entire list item and copy it 2 more times, 1, 2. For the second one, text will be Audi, and for the third one, text will be BMW. To show my browser real quickly and test this, you can see this simple list from material. It is quite lightweight, and also, it looks much nicer than that default list from HTML that we can use. Now I also wanted to show you additional example of this list and show you how can you combine different elements inside of the list. So to do that, I will create another div down below, and to this div I will do the similar thing. I will pass a style property, attribute. I will set the width of it to be 500 pixel and also margin to be 50 pixels top and bottom, or we can just use auto itself and that should be enough. Now inside of this div I will create another mat list, but here now I won't use just the mat list items. First of all, I'm able to set the subheader for my list. To do that, you can simply create a div and pass the attribute of mat subheader. You don't need to pass anything to this subheader, it can just be like this on your element. And here you can pass just the text for this subheader. I will use folders as a text, because my list will hold different folders that I, for example, have for my photos. So to present the different folders now in this list, down below I will use first of all mat icon element, which is able to pass a specific icons. I will use the icon of folder itself, which should present that folder icon on our screen, and also I will use the attribute on it of mat list icon. So this way, this icon knows that it should be specifically styled for a list. After this icon, I will create the div itself, and here for the div, I will pass mat line which presents just the specific text for our list item. And my text for this folder could be, for example, my favorite photos. So we don't have a list item here, but we should pass one. So grabbing this icon and a div, I will cut those out and create mat list item, and inside of this mat list item, I will pass those two elements. So by this example here, we will have our subheader for our mat list, and we will also have a list item which will hold icon and also some kind of text. So you can see how can we customize and also combine different elements and also material components. I will create another list item down below. It can be the same one, it can be just for a folder, so the icon will be the same. Let me change the name of this folder with this mat line. Name will be travel photos, and that's pretty much it. So taking a look now in my browser, we can see this subheader of folders, we can see our folder icons, and also we can see our, titles for our folders. By this here, it should be clear enough how can you combine different elements and components with, inside of your list items. Also, you can use a similar example of this list item to present some checkboxes as well. So it doesn't need just to be the icons and the text, you can do, whatever you wish. But this is pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure to comment those down below and I will surely answer you. Before you go, make sure to visit my official website omerko.com, and there make sure also to sign up for my newsletter, so that way you will get these amazing deals for all of my Udemy courses. Also, on my website you will find all of my tutorials and as well my courses that I have on Udemy and SKILLSHARE as well. But this is pretty much it, guys. If you liked what you saw, please click like and subscribe, as I'm posting a new tutorials weekly. Thank you once again, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye bye.